Rawbush here. Just want to show some updates on the window motor. What I want to show you first is this is the old timing plate for the Hall switch with the 3 magnets. I made a new one with these new magnets, are about 1/3 the size, and the idea was to shorten the time that the magnetic field is near the Hall switch. At like 2000 RPM, these big ones would always leave a footprint on the scope of about 4 milliseconds, and these small ones seem to be about the same thing. But I'll show you that the new one here, just a washer with the 3 magnets 120 degrees off. I've also got one on the back side. It's kind of keyed with one of them here. Yeah, it's this one here. Not that it's that important, but that will be maybe RPM or once per revolution cap discharge. That's what I'm thinking about right now. But show you on the scope. Right now we're using the actual command delay microseconds, and each side of the circuit is being pulsed different times. One half is being pulsed, the delay microseconds is 1000, which is equal to 1 millisecond, and the other side I believe is 300 milliseconds. I have to check the sketch, but I think it's something 300. But what we can do is we can see this on the scope here. Oh, turn that brightness up a little bit. And to get an idea of the accuracy, let me try to, it's kind of hard anyway to really see. Oh, I guess that works pretty good. But you could see that delay is dead nuts with the measurement screen on the scope for 1 millisecond timing, that delay. And then we look at the other one and we see about 2.5 going on, or 3 per square. But what we also see here is multiple back EMF spikes during one pulse instead. But what's going on here is that as the magnet passes the Arduino, it triggers, it senses when it goes, it switches or whatever, and fires the motor, delays, shuts off the drive, and then drives it and puts it in the other position, and then it reads again. So what's happening is it's reading the loop so fast that it's like 4 milliseconds there at the top, that the Arduino is firing multiple times. It's reading that magnet like 4 or 5 times, depending on how many microseconds you delay. I've had it down to 100. The motor slowed down about a slower pace, but the back EMF was immense, and I'm thinking that may help in filling capacitors a lot faster. I'm not doing any dumping at this point. I'm still just playing with the motor and tweaking with this timing. But pretty amazing that, you know, I can that timing set at 1000 microseconds delay, and it's right on the money with the screen. So the Arduino is definitely in time. The problem I have is when I add the LCD and the keypad to make some adjustable variables to change that fire time, it incorporates too much delay time and other factors, and the computer spends too much time looking and waiting for a key to be pressed, and the motor spins about half pace and slows it all down. So I'm still working on a better way to get adjustment external instead of just hard writing a code, and changing the time and uploading, trying, uploading, trying. But it runs the amp gauge. That needle is at the very top. You can still see the 0.1. It's less than 0.1 amps. Even at startup here, let me try to kill it here. It doesn't draw much at all. Oh, let me see if I can. Seems like the camera autofocus just doesn't want to function that well. Well, it's drawing just about nothing, so that ought to make it easier to put back something. So the other thing I wanted to show is, and great, this is here. If we look at this spike here, this last one before that fires, we can see that it actually regauges itself into that drive wire, or into the circuit itself. And let me see if I can get the other side here. This side, you can see that the Hall is in a different spot, and that last trigger's not creating that. So there's definitely some adjustability in the times, but that's weird. I don't see two lines on the actual scope like I do in the camera here. Speed rating or something, I don't know. Very interesting. But so we're just tinkering around today. It's kind of slow at the towing scene in Loveland, so fire seems to be under control. I think they're talking about letting residents go in later today. So that's good news till the next one fires off. But this is Rawbush. This is an Arduino Bendini-o project. Peace.